Hey YouTube, Blockhead here. Today we're doing a little contest. I will be giving away 1,000 free DBETs to one lucky winner. That winner is going to be the person who guesses the closest number to the actual amount of DBETs that are locked up in the house share for the very first quarterly lottery. I have no idea what number this is going to be. It could be 10 million, it could be 20 million, it could be 50 million, it could be 125 million. I have no clue. It really depends on what investors do and where they want to put their funds. So I'm going to encourage you all to both subscribe to this channel and put your guess in the comments section below. The nearest guess who is subscribed to this channel, I will contact once the final tally is in, and I will send that person 1,000 free DBETs courtesy of Blockhead YouTube. Now let's talk about this for a minute and why are we doing this? Okay, DBET is giving us a ticket to the lottery for every 1,000 DBETs you have locked up in the house, maximum of 5. So if you have 5,000 DBETs locked into the house share, that means you get 5 entries, max is 5 entries into the DBET lottery. And why is that a big deal? Well, I read this Reddit channel a while back, and the title is called The More Quarters You Have. And it's talking about how this quarterly lottery is going to happen every quarter. And once you have the DBETs locked up, those are your opportunities. Those are your chances to win this quarterly lottery, where 5% of all profits will go to one lucky person. And I was curious. I'm like, well, how many people right now have that 5,000? So we can look at this ETHplorer. This is DBET's ETHplorer rich list. And if you scroll down and you go to here, you'll see that 5,000 ends at 2476. So there are just about 2,500 wallets that have 5,000 DBETs or more. And if you go down to 3,900, there are 1,000 DBETs. There are 3,908 wallets that have at least 1,000 DBETs. That just gives you an idea of how many people and how many wallets there are. Now, in my opinion, we should have 20,000 wallets with 5,000 DBETs each locked in. But we're not there yet. Maybe one day. But let's do a little math on this. I was curious what the odds are of winning something like this. And if you look at Powerball statistics, the odds of winning a Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292 million. That's pretty bad. But if we look at these numbers here, how many people have maximum 5,000, so 5 entries or at least 1,000 entries, let's do some quick math and look at our possibility of winning this quarterly lottery with these numbers. So if I go to my calculator here, let's say, all right, we had 25, let's just round up to 2,500, okay? So we've got 2,500 wallets that each get 5 entries, right? And then we've got another, let's say, 1,500 wallets. We've got another 1,500 wallets. And let's say those are between 5,000 and 1,000. So let's just give them 2.5 entries each. So if we had 3,750 to the 12,500. So we're going to say there's 16,250 entries. Now, if you're smart and you put 5,000 locked up, that gives you, so let's divide this by 5, okay, a 1 in 3,250 chance, all right? Now, that's assuming that all of these DBETs, 1,000 or more, get locked up. I'm thinking that probably won't happen. Let's go conservative. Let's say 70% of those are locked up, right? So if 70% of those are locked up, we're looking at 2,275. So let's do some math on this, okay? 2,275, let's clear that out. Remember that number. Now, what are our odds of not winning? 2274 divided by 2275. Okay, our odds of not winning are 99.9% on one particular lottery. But let's say over the course of your lifetime, let's say 40 years, you're 25, 30 years old. Let's say over 40 years, you continue to have this locked up and you get 4 quarters per year. That's 160. That's 160 times you might win. So if we do the math on that, that's a 93% chance you won't win, which means if we do 1 minus that answer times 100 for a percentage, that's a 6.79% chance of winning. So over 40 years, if you keep 5,000 DBETs locked in, of course assuming there's no change, but there will be changes to wallets. But as of this point, you have a nearly 7% chance of winning a quarterly lottery at some point in your 40-year lifespan, assuming the quarterly lotteries continue and assuming that DBET is still operational, which I'm assuming they will be. Now, when you look at your odds of winning a Powerball, 1 in 292 million, they're so slim you're more likely to get hit by lightning. But here, over the course of 40 years, you actually have a nearly 7% chance of winning. And that's a pretty good odds. So, all that being said, I want to help someone have at least one entry. I believe in DBET. You all know that from my videos. And I want to help somebody get started and striking it rich. Now, of course, one entry isn't going to give you the 5 entries. So once the winner gets 1,000, hopefully they'll buy 4,000 more and lock it all up into the DBET casino and be the house share. So that's it for today. Remember, if you want to qualify for this free 1,000 DBETs, you need to subscribe to this channel and leave your guess in the comments below. I don't care if you're over or under. This isn't Price is Right rules. You can be over or under. Whoever's closest number of total DBETs locked into the first quarterly lottery once it's finally locked in. All right, best of luck to you all. Blockhead out.